Okay, there we go, 34. All right, we've been, thoroughly disclaimed here. So let me get that off here. Disclaim, disclaim, disclaim. And there we go. All right, so our first one on deck here. This is from Jamie. He's a regular poster in here. He's got some nice skills. Oh, Jamie, I just changed the colors here a little bit. So this is the dollar to the Canadian. He's giving me a weekly here. Oh, no, let's get this off here. He's giving me a weekly. Well, okay, so let's do this here. So I've got a weekly on this. I think this is, I'm a little bit confused about what he's thinking here. It looks, by putting the 1 here, I'm just going off what's implied here. It looks like he's suggesting 1. We're going to go up for a high 2 here and not overlap the start of it, and then go down here, right? Which seems, well, that would be. That would take a major, something very dramatic would have to be happening there. Okay, right? I mean, anything's possible here. I might have you rethink that a little bit, Jamie. I see what you're thinking here is that we've got a completed impulse here. Oh, well, pardon me. Let's see. Maybe he's thinking this. I'm trying to follow his logic. This would be an impulse. So maybe this is what he's thinking. A, B, C, and then we're going back to 1971 here. So this just being a big 3, and now we're going to go down for 5. I think that may be a bit of a stretch here. The ABC. Okay, right. I see your thinking here. Let's see, how can I say this the right way here? I would certainly keep an alternate, right, in play here. So as I look at this, let's just focus on what we've got here. This is coming from 2010. So first, you look at this low here. This is the beginning of the financial crisis here. This is all financial crisis period, right? So that's kind of a wacky time. So to see an irregular chart pattern here, an Elliott count, okay, probably not surprising here, but to go 1, 2, I would put that at extremely low odds. Not impossible. So let's consider, okay, so we can see an extremely bearish scenario here with a 1, 2. Let's consider an alternate. Let's just go from this low here, right, and see if we can make sense of this. Okay, so the 1, 2, right, we got a 5 and we got a 3 here, and then it looks like a clear 5. Well, okay, if you were thinking 1, 2, this is where, I draw this a lot just to try and kind of get your eye tuned into it. Okay, now, is that possible? Yeah. The 2 to the 4, wouldn't be what you'd hope to see. So I would encourage you just to consider something as an alternative. Now, if it's what gives this a higher probability of a 4 is the sweep here. So if it's WXY, okay, the length of time of the 2 to the 4 would not be what you look for. So the other possibility here would be to do it. Oh shit! No, I don't think we'd have to do it that. I think we'd have to do it this way. Just as an alternate here, I propose this for any of you FX traders here. A, B, C, and then put the 4 here, and we doubled up here. Okay, now that's going to reduce the length of time of the 4 relative to the 2, right? So it looks a little bit more, we can get a little bit more in line with some sort of channeling here if I bring this back down here, even if you do it this way. Right, so we get an overthrow here, and then this is just a failure swing, right? Actually, it's a few ticks below here. We don't sweep that high, so this would be a truncation. Well, let's just consider that for a second. If this were an ABC, just for an alternate, go down here, right? So just for an alternate, then what do we got here? All right, so this would be, I'm going to rotate your count a little bit here, just for the alternate, right? Not saying that one's right and one's wrong, just an alternate to consider. Oh, I got to put these up there somewhere. So let's put them up there. All right, so we'll go out of the ABC. Does that look like that's done there? I'd be more inclined to do it this way. Let's go to the pivot and put the 2 down here. Now, this has already been mitigated. What has not been mitigated? This. All right, this little bullish order flow, right? Down before we go up, right? So unmitigated zone here with the golden zone down here. I'd be a little bit more inclined to think we're heading more in this direction. Now, can either of us say with conviction that we know? Of course not, right? Nobody ever knows what the market's going to do, right? Nobody knows. Let's accept that. Okay, so how would we interpret this? Well, A, some sort of B going in here, C. So, sometimes if you try too hard, right, you can kind of fake yourself out. Now, let's go to the weekly. Let's come down a little bit. Let's go to a 3-day here and see how this looks. It's not impulsive, right? So we can agree that it's not impulsive. So the idea, and we can kind of look up here, and all of this here is being tapped. 1A. Oh, fuck. This could be triangle, right? This is just slop chop. Right? As often you'll get that kind of sideways. But what can we say here? Oh, here, we can even do it this way. Just as this consolidation. Right, this consolidation here, accumulation, right, before we distribute. Now, my inclination would be we distribute lower. And we come in down here and find something that we could pop into, right? You see all of this here. I would certainly keep that, Jamie, as an alternate, right? Unless for some reason you're extremely, and you'd have to be really, really bearish of the Canadian dollar relative to the US dollar to be projecting for prices down here. I mean, you'd be going below all-time lows. Something very dramatic will have had to happen. So just to whisper this one in your ear, be sure you've got an alternate, and he probably does, right? Maybe he's just giving me something extreme to consider. Whenever we're in a range like this, you can pretty much expect both sides of this to be swept, right? This is retail bait, right? There, you can almost see it already happening. Oh, let's go to a daily. Right, this is right out of a textbook, right? Where they say, oh, accumulation. Oh, what do I do in a range? What do I do in a range? What do you do in a range? All right, here, all I've done is just divide it in thirds. Here's the 50%, right? So you could think of it, okay, do I even want to participate in here? Well, buy at the low, sell at the high. Now, that's always easy in hindsight, right, when it's coming down like this. But really, just looking at it, what do you want to do here? Do you want to do anything? Well, there's the last algo swing. That's a big assumption to think that we're going to go from here, right? We're going to go up here, right? But if we did that, right, we'd be sweeping all of this liquidity here. I'd anticipate we'd come down here and sweep all of this liquidity. Remember, the market, the algos will, if they can, well, they will, right? They'll go from internal to external, right? So here, look at it this way, right? Remember, it's almost a perfect rotation. This is sweeping the external, right? And this is external as well. They're sweeping this liquidity. Right, it's grabbing it, right? That's retail bait. Oh, it's going to the moon, right? They sweep that. Now they come down. I know, right? It's pretty rudimentary, but just to review, right? We got lots of new people here. These are liquidity sweeps. We sweep here, we sweep here, we sweep here, right? Okay, so where are we going now? All right, so we've swept the internal, right? Now we're going to go up here and sweep here, or find some internal liquidity here. You'd have a little. Oh, let's see here if I've even got them on here. Oh, we could use, let's put, like this one. If we have any fair value gaps here, we do. So here would be some internal, right? Internal we could get if they're going to go a little bit further. I'd be anticipating if this is going to hold. So could you trade this? Well, what would your assumption be that you've done here? Is this a 1? Oh, you could probably talk yourself into a diag. Well, that's a stretch. What is all this? You really can't define it. So but the only thing you can say with certainty is we don't have an impulse here. We can see Al, right? Al's always here. Al's always here. I'd be anticipating something closer to this, right? Some here. Maybe we grab some of this liquidity and head down. So just an alternate. It doesn't look like it's really ripe for a trade here. If you were trading this, well, you're a little bit late to that party. Let's go to a 4-hour. 1, 2. You're going to call that a 1, 2? Maybe. A little wick got through here. 1, 2. it's not great, right? So I'd be very mindful of where the resistance is going to be above, right? If, of all the places where algos rule, it's an FX, well, they rule everywhere. But anywhere up here, I'd be very cautious about buying into that. But if you had a gun to your head, right, what side are you going to be on? Right? You'd be looking for some sort of a 5 in here. 1, 2, can I get 3? Right? Maybe you get a diag, maybe something overlaps here. But where's the next trade? If you're going to get one, it would be right here. Oh, I got red today. It always changes based on whatever I copied from the last one. I usually like those in green, right? So 1, 2, 3. Maybe you take something there. I can't say that's where I'd look first, right? But for FX traders, right, we have so few. It always surprises me. I say that every week, right? I'm always so surprised how few FX traders we have in here. Okay, I think we move on there. Thanks for posting that, Jamie. All right, what do I got next? CN Salazar. CN Salazar is giving me BIP with an interesting chart. I think I have this up here. I brought this up because he was posting. Oh shit! Where did I put it? Here it is. Okay, right. So this is from CN Salazar. Let's get that on there. Interesting chart. So this is Brookfield Infrastructure Partners. Never heard of them. Have no idea what they do. Don't care. Does it trade technically? Chart's a chart. Golden zone, golden zone, golden zone. Do I need to know what they do? More importantly, I mean, as a technician, do you need to know what they do? Right. Just a reminder, first premise of the technician is that all the fundamentals that can be known at any moment in time are factored into the price right there. That's where the market agrees the value should be. Algo, algo, algo. I don't care what they do. They all trade the same way. Because people do the same thing and respond the same way, right? But who's selling it here? Only people who don't know that's there. Same people selling it here. Same people selling it here, right? Just algo, algo, algo. I talk about this so much. As I often say, I feel a bit absurd, right, to people that have watched me week after week after week after week, going, "Oh fuck, not this again." You tell me, where's that going? Right here, we know. We don't know that it gets there, but we know we have 80% probability that it gets there. Is that good enough for you? Not good enough for you? How'd this one do? Now this is so sharp, right? I mean, it's there right away, right? So that's not a particularly good fit because the correction is so extreme and so sharp. But this is much better. Here's your target of 54 up there. Where are we at right now? You're essentially damn near doubling your money. Now, do you want to buy it right here at this pivot? Probably not. You're a little late. If you wanted to be a buyer here, then you're going to have a sweep here. So that's potentially a liquidity grab. Let's see here. Just get in there a little bit further. First target, second target, third target. So if this is, if we put an Elliott hat on this, you don't have a lot of choices here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's get this one off and focus. Oh shit. What did I do here? There we go. Let's get these off. Okay, so we've got, tighten him up. Tighten him up. So we go from that weekly. Here's the one we're playing right now. Let's just label it, all right, since we can. Right, could certainly has potential to be much higher. If this is a 2, this isn't going to be 3 unless there's just a runaway train here, something like that, right? We're going up to 115, right, from this low. You can look at all of this, right? Just rejection wick. We just did this. Oh, did he pull it from? Are we pulling it from here? Maybe he was. That's got wicks going through. Maybe he pulled it from here. This is COVID. This is summer of last year, end of last year. 1, 2, right? You could just label it up. 1, 2. Working on 3, 4, 5. That's not that hard. This would have to be 1, 2 as well. This can't be 3. So 1, let's label it. 1, 2, working on 3, 4, 5. Let's take that up. A, B, C have to be 1, 2. Too late? Well, let's go to the daily. It's a little choppy. What you can't just it should be this the first thing you look for. Where's the last liquidity grab? Where are they grabbing liquidity here? Where would be the next place they'd go? This is the one I think he just pulled. All right, so we see this one's already hit. Wicks only, right to the tick. How do we know it's an algo? It's not this, it's this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks like another 1, 2. It's a little bumpy, a little choppy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is how you have to do that 1, 2 here again. Not a great spot to be buying. What's unmitigated up here? This has been tapped fully. All right, got tapped here. This has been tapped. This remains untapped. Probably use that. But that's not a great start on an impulse. Right? I might let this cook a little bit more. Well, you'd be thinking here, okay, maybe I've got some sort of a diag going in here, right? But you're going to need this to come deeper. So this one looks like it needs to cook a little bit more just to show itself. I wouldn't chase that too far. C and Salazar, okay, maybe, right? You'd have to go into a diag here, but that looks like a 5. So you'd have to do A, B, C to put the 3 there. We've already got the overlap here. Oh, fuck, come here. We've got the overlap, so 4 can be lower. So you're working on the 1 of 3. You can probably get some structure on this. All right, get this into some sort of a wedge. Looking for the 5 up here at unmitigated zone. Okay, we come into the 4, 5, right? We get a little deeper overlap. So I'd be waiting for this. If it's me, all right, just again, there's a method to what we teach, right? We do it the same way every time. Can we find an Elliott count? Is it helpful? Yes or no, right? If it's not, we don't use it. We can do it just on geometry and fibs. Market structure. Working on a 1. 1, 2, 1, 2. So you're waiting for this to finish and come down here, and that's your next trade, somewhere down here. Okay, thanks for that one, C and Salazar. Hang on a second, I gotta check something, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, all right, so we have a little contest that we're doing, which I was waiting for my guys. Okay, right. So this I'm gonna wait to the end of this here. So what I need, so to my team here, traders, to KDI and to Wonks, I need you to change the thing that you posted, if you can. Hang with me, guys. Here we're trying to get this because we think it's a nice little contest that we're doing here. But I've got challenge rules here. I just didn't think they were high enough. All right, I'm going to circle back to that. If my guys are working on it, I thought they put together some prizes. I just thought the prizes were too low, so I've had them double it, right, if not more. So all right, back to where we were. So excuse my behind the scenes here as I'm trying to get these guys to help out here with that while I'm doing this. Okay, hang on. C and cells. Okay, so I'm back to Jamie. All right, what do I got for Jamie? Here we go. Okay, so we'll leave here on Brookfield. Oh, you guys are in real time with me. That's weird. Okay, it's not copy. Looks like, oh, no, you're not. I'm just looking at the, oh, I got OBS over here. Oh, more FX. So this Jamie's definitely trading some FX. All right, let's see. Let's see how we look a little bit better on this one. So I'm going to go to this for my old brain here. I like volume. I just don't like it on this part of the chart. I'm not saying don't use it. Remember, volume in FX is suspect. Okay, well, I got to pull back here, so let's go out to the daily, see where we are. Okay, Euro, Aussie. Okay, well, so this is almost 100% at every pivot, right? You're going to see, many, you can call it a sweep of liquidity. It's often, right, in this day and age, turtle soup, right, which gets credited to ICT, which was, of course, he did. I think he does give credit to it's Linda Ratchke and others, right? But he kind of took it and claimed it, right? So turtle soup, right? A play off of Richard Dennis and the turtle traders, blah, 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 right? So it's just a sweep of liquidity. And it's really designed, who's that designed for? Retail, who thinks, we're going through the floor, right? And then they get bent over. Every pivot in FX, virtually every pivot, you'll see that. Okay, so here we go on a daily. Okay, so we're starting here. So I got to pull back. So he's doing long term, which it's good practice. Fewer trades, bigger risk reward. Okay, so he's got, this is in as a 5. Jesus, I got to go out to a weekly to see what he's thinking. Okay, so we're doing, God, that looks just like the other one, right? It's kind of what I was suggesting, maybe too much. Well, let's think about that. It's kind of the same thing. The 2 to the 4, it wouldn't be your pick, right? So can you do it here and make this the 5? This would be the 2. This, not a great looking 3. Boy, that's really bizarre. God, that's just, what does this take? A couple of weeks? This is a couple of months? Let's go to the daily here. All right, let's go with his premise that we're working on a B. It looks like this. How are we getting there? Looks like I've got an A here. Looks like I got an ABC there. Oh shit, how did I get a triangle? I didn't mean to get a triangle. Looks like I got an A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC here. It looks like I've got another one here. Well, this is just a fuck you, all right? But now he's noted here, right? So he sees the liquidity sweep, right? We can all, identify that. How are we going to get this into a B? Oh, fuck. Maybe we're doing a WXY here. ABC, WABC. I'm going to pull that out there. Hang on a second. WXY as an alternate. This is such a rip. You have to call this impulsive. So I'm just looking for a way to get us into something corrective here. Now he's going with a B. Okay, I'm not saying it's not a B, but this looks a little bit. You're kind of forced into this, right? Because this is such a big rip. So you wouldn't call that corrective. That has to be something impulsive that's related to something else. Would be my assumption here. A, B, C. Oh, you got a double there. A, B, C. Oh, fuck. A, B, C. Fuck, make your guess there. But you have to go with an impulse there. You can't call that corrective, particularly when it's sweep that high. So what does that leave us? We're looking for an ABC to come down. He's got it teed up, right? So I think his count and what I'm proposing here, we're getting to the same conclusion, which is always what I hope to see, is that as we come back here, no, you always, of course, you got the algo in play there, something like that, which would give us the Y. Now pull back out, right? And you can look at this and kind of as we did before, right? It kind of looks like, you know, a little above, a little below. We're kind of in a bit of a range. You probably go even wider. Rangy. So this just becomes an area that's ripe for market makers, banks, et cetera, right, to just completely ass rape retail. They're just getting killed here, right? They're trying to predict where it's going. So the one thing we could say here is, okay, where would I want to be a seller, right? If I can focus on these quarters, right? I want to be a buyer down here. I want to be a seller up here until we get a break out of it. Now this is, of course, right, you know, in hindsight, right, is that's going up there. You're thinking, holy shit, right? We're off to the moon, but then the full retrace here. So this would, the only trade that I see here, and it looks like he's in sync with that, is right here, right? Come down here. Where's the better risk reward, right? We can all look at that and say, okay, well, if I want to risk to this pivot to this high or even this high, you know, 3 to 1, 4 to 1, 5 to 1. Let's just do it. Let's use this high because this is clearly just sweeping that. You're not quite 3 to 1. Get to the low. That's the only way I would approach that. Now, that's just me. I'm not saying that's the right way, but that's how I would approach that, right? At least I'm selling in the premium here. I wouldn't go overly large on that size, but you don't need to, right? I mean, that's a big percentage drop, right? Then you get 3 to 1. As we go up here, right, you know, retail's gonna be thinking, oh, it's going, it's going, it's going. That's a great spot to be manipulated. Oh, even if you did this. All right, what you're going to see right here, here's in the middle, right? There's that you don't want to trade in the middle. We want to trade on the edges, right? So up here, down here. I know, it's easy to say. Oh, my guys are responding. Let's see if I can get them on it. Yeah, they're working on it. Okay, so we can get a better, so before the end of the live stream, I'll show you the details on the members will know here because they're changing it, right? Hang on, I've got these guys talking to me. Let's get higher prices, but I'm on your stream. Yes, Mogawari. Good. That's what I was saying, Mogawari. So give me something I can print, right? So the one that I need the, in the contest rules. I wanted to show them that, but I want to show it with bigger prizes here. So I think one of these guys is working on that graphic. Okay, bear with me here, a little behind the scenes. Because we want to offer a nice program, right? It's all designed to get people to consider looking at our sponsor, which is Blowfin, right? We're very happy with them. So we want to give people a little bit of an encouragement, right? If you're looking for an exchange, you want to diversify into another exchange. We're trying to give you a little incentive to at least look, right? I've been trading on there like crazy. They're very, you know, they look like most of them. Okay, where was I? All right, so I've got, I'm getting distracted here. So that was Jamie. Okay, Major David, right? So, okay, hopefully that's helpful to you, Jamie, right? But we're both looking for the same short there. Okay, Major David, he's doing some great work here. Let's see what he's up to. Really like his work. So hang on a second as I bring it up. Uh-oh. Let's see. So he's given me, I guess he's not quite on top of how to do the charts yet. Okay, that's all right. So I can see what he's doing here. So he's going with, I said, this is interesting. There's a lot of, you know, eliticians are mixed, right? How are we calling this? Or what are we calling this? 3-4? What is he giving me? A 4 hour here. We'll go over to a look at it. So this is perfectly valid because he's dealing with the two that oh shit, I can't draw on this. Let's see, can I do it here? If I do this, do I get his? I don't think I do. You giving it to me on Binance? You are giving it to me on a 4 hour. Do I get it on a 4 hour? I don't. Okay, so it's this push here from this proposed B into the 5 here and into this 5 here. So it's got to be either an A C, right? But it's very tricky here because we get a true double here. So it's easy to interpret it both ways. Let me go back over here. Oh, I mean, for this, I continue to come back to this, right? Let me get rid of that. Okay, looking at that, right? If we didn't know what it was, and just any chart brought this up, you're not going to call that a 1, 2, 3, 4. I suspect otherwise. Really? Now, this is open to interpretation, whether it's here or we go lower. Come on. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. The odds are, right now, I don't mean to be speaking with absolute certainty. The odds are, whether the 3 was here or here on the truncation, which Elliotticians, right, they get all in a tizzy about that because it's very irregular. It doesn't mean it's never happened. It's just unusual for Bitcoin to truncate in the fifth of a third. Unusual, all right? So you can't get comfortable with that. Well, then you got to change your count here a little bit. This can't be a 1, 2. The point of adding in the truncation was like, oh, if we add the truncation, then the 5 here puts the 3 here. It doesn't really fucking matter. It doesn't matter. Right, look at it here. Right? I've done this 100 times here on the Friday vids. Right, same thing. Right now we're a little short here, and that's the piece that is a little bit odd, right? That we didn't get this up into this section here for the high probability location for the third. But you know, shit happens, right? It just didn't get there. So here, I don't think it matters. If you look at it on a weekly, there's just no way to be calling this anything but a 4 at this moment in time, right? Just a reminder, Elliott Wave is just a snapshot in time. Right? That doesn't mean it can't change. But right now, come on, seriously, look at the channeling. Little overthrow here. What is throwing everybody, and everybody's a little uncomfortable with, is what the fuck is that? How are we calling that an impulse? Well, you're going to have to compromise a little bit. It certainly plays nicely as a 3-4. You know, if the truncation, if you just can't live with the truncation, well, you're just going to change the 1-2. Sucks, right? But Bitcoin's pretty well established as having shitty 1-2s. But you can still get it done, whether you're doing it here, 3, 4, 5. Okay, right? So then we eliminate the truncation. I really don't think it matters. Now, what he's proposing is that we put in the 1 here. Well, I would, as a primary, right, and maybe he's just giving us something to consider. I would say that would be less likely, given staring at a weekly here. Now, could we roll over again and still be a 4, right? If it's here 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do a WXY and we're going to come deeper, are you going to change that? You know, if we topped here, let's even if we do it up here, right, as he's doing it with 3, 4, if we topped here. Okay, well, that's a pretty big difference in where we're expecting that to go next. Right now we're talking about in the low 30s. Does this look more like what we have? I would beg to differ. Right, even if you just think of it in terms of how far we went. We didn't make 100 here. Now that's log scale, right? Longer is longer. Take it out of log. Here we're plenty long. But you're, you know, from 15K to 70K, you got to at least look at it in log to get some better perspective. I think that's overly complicated unnecessarily. This is still to come. In my view. I don't care which one of these we use. Odds to me are that we're in the 4 still if you look at it on a weekly. And a higher time frame always dictates. Always give preference to the higher time frame. At this point in time, the much higher probability, as we tag the 38 to the tick, that's a 4. Now, listen, Major David is a very skilled Elliottician, obviously. So he's putting the 2 in here. Okay, could it be the 2? Well, yeah, could be. To some degree, I would much rather it go this way, not because I'm trying to imply that my count is right? It's never my objective. Think of it this way. Why would I want this to be a completed 5 up here? Because if we can all agree that this is a completed impulse and this is the 2, this is not going to be the 3. If we complete the 5 here, that's the 1 of the 3. So this is much more bullish. right? Because it means we have to push higher before we retrace, as opposed to we're in the retrace. See, think what that's saying. Again, not to be trumpeting my count. It's more just looking at it objectively. If this is 1, 2, and we complete a 5 here, that's a 1. 2, 3 is going to be way right before. Now it's it's bull porn, right? I understand that. To me, this is not bull porn. This is just, it's, again, I'm accused often of being a cheerleader, such a cheerleader on Bitcoin, right? I'm just trying to encourage you all not to miss the ride. This is probably the greatest, in my opinion, heavy emphasis, this is my opinion, this is the greatest wealth building opportunity of our lifetimes. If you're not participating in here, I don't care where you buy it, if you're a technician, well, you can be strategic. If you're not a technician, buy whatever you can afford to buy every week, every month. This is just a matter of time. Wait, fucking Michael Saylor, I think he said 13 million in Bitcoin on his last. Talk about a cheerleader. That'll make him the richest man on the planet, and likely not even a close second. He'll leave Bezos and Musk in the dust if it goes to 13 million, based on what he owns right now. Just 1, 2, 1, 2. What's the simplest thing that you can see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Okay, not to make light of this. If this is the 2 and we go for the 3, we're still going much, much higher. If the 5 is in, and it's here, then shallow 2. Let's think of it this way. What's more irregular? To have this slight truncation in the 5th up here, or to have a 2 go to the 38? Pick your poison. High class problem either way, because either we completed the 1 or we're about to complete the 1. Either way, what's coming next is going to be huge, right? And it's going to blow. People aren't going to believe it. They're going to see, right? So don't miss the ride. Okay, Major David, thanks for posting that. My guess is he's probably got alternate counts here. Oh, I'm getting a short-term count from him too. Okay, let's take a look what he's thinking on the short term. So I got a short term. Ooh, that's good work. How do you deal with that? Oh, he gave me a 15-minute. Oh, shit. Okay, 15-minute. Let's go down here. So off the weekly, let me go over to Blowfin and go down. Right, I'm leaving this as a floater. Right, could be here, could be, doesn't really matter to me. That's a lot of stuff on there. Okay, hang on. Let me get the market structure off. Oh shit, he's going to a 15-minute. Okay, so we'd be coming off the low here. His premise is the low is in. Okay, so let's label it 1, 2, 3. Looks like 4, 5. The implication. All right, that's a little big. Let's get that something we can manage here. 1, 2. Yeah. Oh, what did he give me here? This is his 15-minute 1, 2 going into a squeeze there. How are we getting that done? That's some fancy footwork there. Let's see here if I can track it. Okay, well first off, let's check our friend right to a 50. So there's Al. He's in. That's a 3, right? So I see his thinking. A, B, oh, looks like a C. Right, so let's label it. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. How technical are we? Let's check it. We're going to a 50. Now that's deep, but you can see what's happening there. Same shit, different time frame, right? Unmitigated. Tapped it. We didn't get to the 50, right? So it's enough. It's not always going to make the 50. You can cut this in thirds, as I often do. 1, 2. Whew, that's skinny. He's doing it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can live with that. Let's measure it, right? Never let an impulse go unmeasured for a third. How do we end up here? Pretty good. Where's the high probability zone? Where do they usually go? We got that. right? Wick went a little bit further. A, B, C. It's deep for a C. That could be just reaction to the data that's been, rocking them. Where's the? Jeez, look at the MNQ. God, that's just uncool. It looks exactly like yesterday. They slam it down, get everybody scared, and then they go in a straight line up. That's just pure manipulation. They don't give you They don't give you a way to get in. There's no pullback. It just goes in a straight line. Very common. Did the same thing yesterday, and we're coming off of a golden zone. If I take this to 15 minutes, this is what happened today. This is, oh God, I got so much on here. Let's get some of this off here. I'm getting distracted here, but look at this price action here. CPI comes out straight down. Now we're all the way past the high. Those are massive. That's a massive. I don't think you realize how big that is, how massive that is. To sweep that, to come down here, get everybody scared shitless, and then come back, sweep it, and now we're going to new highs. It's every day, right? They did the same thing yesterday, down and then all the way back up, right? Get everybody scared, grab all the liquidity down here, because if they want to take it higher, what do they have to do? They have to grab the stop orders down here. That's what they do day after day after day. And the NQ is the most manipulated. It moves the fastest. It's the hardest to trade. It's the most erratic. And now you have no pullback, It's just straight up. They did the same thing yesterday. Same thing right here, right? There's no pullback. That's how they fuck you. Okay, where was I? Bitcoin, we're over here on a 15-minute. Okay, so on a 5. I can't say I love this 3, but you're kind of stuck with it. As before, right? What's the alternative? Let's just consider the alternative. That the 5 went in here and we doubled. You could probably squeeze it. I went to a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you could. Double. So what do we have again, right? It's range. It makes a little more sense to do it this way, actually. So you still get a 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get the 5 there. This truncation is unusual. But then it starts to make more sense here, I think, a little bit. God, Major David's such a good Elliottician here. I hate to be correct. I'm not correcting. I'm just giving an alternate view of it. My guess is he's got multiples because he knows what he's doing. Okay. A, B, C, maybe. Right, and be more appropriate given the depth of the retracement. That's really all I'm doing here is I'm looking at how deep would we go here? That would be unusual for a 4, but it would be right in the pocket for a 2. This is actually more bullish, right? So where are we looking for the 3? Now we got a lot of hurdles to clear. Remember, when in doubt, right? Check the channeling, right? You want that to be tight. I want that to be all self-contained. I don't want to connect. This is too far. It's too far. It's too deep, right? It makes me think 2. Just again, it's not rocket science. It's like, well, fuck, where's the 2 usually retrace to? Oh, below the 50. Is there a way to make it work as a completed impulse? Yes. Kind of a little bit of a Elliott shuffle to make that 3 work, but it works, right? You can get it done. Okay, 1, we're not curve fitting. A, B, C. Fuck, it looks like it's technical as well. Looks like it's our friend. Is that Al? Is that you, Al? To the 50. Pump it. He's always going to be there, right? It's the same thing here, right? There's no way in. Well, how are you getting in here, right? You're just going to chase it? You're not getting in. Just like the NQ. You're not getting in that. They don't let you in. That's the point of it. They don't let you in. Same thing here. You're going to chase it? Here's what retail do. Oh, let's wait and see if it breaks the high. They'll buy the high. What's going to happen up here at this high? I don't fucking care who you are. You know what's going to happen there. They're going to sweep that liquidity. What would that be? That would be a break of structure. What happens after a break of structure, right? If they want to take it higher, they got to come back and grab some internal liquidity so they can keep going, right? They're going to run out of, you got to have someone to buy it from. And that's why the break of structure leads to the retracement, right? Got to go get some more fuel. Where are they going to find it? Below the market. It's not that hard to figure out. I know. I'm not that it's easy, right? I'm not saying trading's easy. There's nothing harder. But try not to complicate it, right? What's the fucking simple. What's the simplest answer? What's the simplest thing you can see? Can I complete a 5 here? How deep is it? Okay, thanks, Major David. I'd be willing to bet you he's got alternates here, right? He's too good not to. Okay, Ben B. I got XLE. Let's take a look. Ben B. What do we got on XLE? Okay, so I'm going to pull that out. I'm going to pull those are the copies. Here, we can do it here. So let's go to XLE. The energy sector. Okay, energy sector. Right, whenever any asset, I don't care what it is, if I'm bringing it up for the first time, right, we start at the daily. Let's get a look at it here. Looks like we've looked at this before. Okay, all right, so if I pull, even if I have to go out, let's see, to weekly, something like this has been around for such a long time. Okay, where's COVID low? There we go. You can, anything on a daily, right? The COVID low is often what you're going to start from, certainly, because that was where the interest rates started to go down. All right, so let's just label it. This looks like that's going to have to be a shallow too. This looks triangle-like. Let's go 3. I'm not sure on that yet. That's a 3. You might have it here. Maybe 4 still to go. There's the weekly. All right, just force a habit. All right, so I can just okay. What do I got here? Let's go to a 3-day and see how it starts to separate. Okay, 1. Any question about the 1, 2? I'm going to assume that we could probably all agree on that. This gets a little funky here. Here's the sweep. Here's the sweep of the low, turtle soup, call it what you want, right? That's to get the retail people selling it, then bend them over. Pretty nice ass raping they had there. Okay. It's atypical, right? Be very shallow for a 2, but it looks like that's what we've got. 3, A, B, C. This looks like a triangle. Let's get that up there. Let's take you up. There's a triangle in there somewhere. Yeah, let's do it this way. A, B, C, D, E. Looks like what we've got there. So this is still to come. Hang on a sec. I'm looking at my guys. Looks like they've got it. There we go. Mugawari, thanks, man. Okay, I will circle back to that. So I'm going to show you the prizes here. So let me just grab that real quick here. Oh shit, where'd it go? Bear with me, guys, 1 second, because I know you're on lag, so you don't see it yet. But my guys, right? They're trying to be conservative. And let me bring this down. I saw them. Oh, no, that's too small. We got to do better than that. Okay, so I'll bring that up in a minute. Okay, so here we are. Okay, so we've got this nice little triangle here. Okay, is this 1, 2? Well, it's a candidate. All right, if we're going to come out of here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, let's go down here. 1, 2. Well, as long as we hold that low, it's a little wacky, but I think we're okay here. Oh, I'd probably do it this way. It's a little irregular. But you got a series of 3s, right? So you're kind of stuck with it. Oh, come here. 1, 2, right? So if it's going to go, well, okay, what do? We swept external liquidity here. Now we're coming for the internal liquidity here. You could think of it this way. It's all just a big sideways range, right? How do we identify the 4? It's not progressing the trend, right? Oh, a little turtle head here. Oh, what? So there's the same thing as it's every fucking time, right? Turtle soup, right? You want to call it or a breakout or an ass raping of retail. That's what it is right there. That's all that happened there. Oh, God, it's going to go. It's going to go. I know. So I've been accused of being like, oh, Pete, dude, enough with the don't buy the breakout stuff. Well, I'm trying to help you here. People do it every fucking day. They don't ever learn. Thankfully for us, they don't ever learn what happens after a break of structure. Retrace. Just don't be that guy. It's so fucking simple. Why would you buy that? Why would anybody in their right mind buy that? There's only one reason. FOMO. Oh, fuck. How about this one? How did it go over here when they bought that one? About as well as that one went. Do you see how this is they're just literally taking advantage, right? And then, oh my God, oh, I knew it was going to go up. Oh yeah, I'm going to buy it this time. And then again, over and over and over, these people just get absolutely raped. Well, you'd think, fortunately, eventually, right, you either learn, you survive the markets and you learn not to do that, but there's always a new crop of newbie traders that come in that keep doing it. Thankfully, right, that's liquidity, right? They have to grab all of that, come down here, external, internal, where's the next liquidity? This is not that hard, guys, right there. So if we, internal, external, and it's just a rotation. Where's the liquidity? If you don't know where it is, you're likely to be it. I know these are all cliches, but they're cliches for a reason. Right? It's how the market moves, right? They become cliches by 20 million people losing money there. After a while, right, you're either going to learn or you're going to find another thing to do with your money or let somebody else do it. You just can't do that. You just never, ever, ever, ever is there a reason to buy at a high, ever. You think professionals do that? No. They're going to let you do it, all right, and they're going to rape you. Okay. I got a lot of people talking to me here while I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm going to have to get back to you guys. Okay. I just mean I'm getting DM'd left and right. Okay. I know they're trying to help me with the competition. Okay, where did I leave off? Oh, fuck, where am I? XLE. Okay, got it. Ben B with XLE. I think I like it here. Well, look at the risk reward here. What's not to like? Shit, I may buy this. Often, as I will tell you, I get some of my best ideas off of these streams because I can't watch everything. This 5, right, if that count is accurate, if this is 3, 4, and we're going up for a 5, we're still seeking the top of the 3. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Oh, maybe not that high. Do you want to sell it here or buy it here? I almost feel like I'm insulting your intelligence because I am. But, duh. Okay. Never give back. Oh, never give back. What are you looking at? Oh, shit, you're giving me... Oh, let's see if I do it this way. He's just giving me an image. So open in browser. Let's see if that pops for you guys. There we go. Okay, so he's giving me Nio. Whoa. Wow. X. You kind of copped out on the subdivision there. Right? I don't force them to, but I always kind of want them to because I want to see, well, how would you break that down, right? That's I want to see what your thought process would be, right? Which is essentially what I'm doing here is just giving you the thought process in real time. That's why we don't do this ahead of time. We just Nio. Oh, what did you give me? You gave me a weekly. Okay, so let's go to a weekly. Pretty ugly. Okay, so what do we have to do here? Okay, well, so my eye so when I bring this up here, do I see clean 5? Right? No, but I can see what's likely happened here. Right? So just this down here. Right? So right, once this went up, right, it never came back. Right? So this is unmitigated order flow here. Quite get to the 50. It looks like that you could go 1, 2. Right? So my guess is what he's thinking is I see his thinking. Right? I can kind of track it after a while. So he's thinking ABC into a W, right? Per his count, his straight up, right? So he's thinking W, X, and now we're going Y. Well, it's just out of curiosity, right? So you don't get good subdivision there on the weekly. Let's try the daily and see how this looks on the daily. Well, of course, let's take out a log just for a second. See, that's what I was kind of thinking, right? So it looks to me like See, it's a little distorted here in log, right? It looks like, oh, that can't be the 4-5. Hang on one sec. Sorry, my AC, if nobody walks in front of it, it cranks up. Okay, so I think maybe this is a little simpler than what we're looking at here. So never give back. I'm just going to give you an alternate, right? Nothing. You know, I'm not saying one's right, one's wrong. Just an alternate, because you're looking at WX, right? So you're bullish, right? So either way, you're looking for an ABC, right? So it could be ABC, could be 1, 2, 3. Let's take it out of log scale and see if we can. That looks like a 4-5, right? We could probably come in here, and I know, right, the 1, 2, not going to be great. But if you brought, again, if it was anything else, right, and you brought this up and you looked at that, are you going to think WXY? You're going to think ABC? Even if you put it here, because you didn't like it, like the 1, 2, right? It's mighty fucking skinny. I get it. But the 3, 4, right? Here's the big peak. That's actually... You have to do 1, 2. Ooh, that's not a great 3. If we go to log here, do you want to put the 3 here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I suppose you could. I don't know that it matters that much. I take it out of log. I might disagree with that. That's an awfully big 5. I don't think it matters, really. I'd be probably a bit more inclined to do it this way. And then, I know, right? Out of log, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, can we get that? It's a little skinny there at that top. You're going to have to compromise. I still think the push of it, you might have to do it here. A, B, C for the 4. You could do it this way as a diag. If you go A, B, C into the 4. Okay, all right, I'm getting sidetracked. Okay, where do we go here? So let's go back to log, because you really need that to figure out where we are. So whatever it is, all right, let's go. What do we know for sure? We've got to swing high and we've got to swing low. All right, we're past the golden. So let's go to platinum. All right, 707, unmitigated zone here, a little shy of the 50. Let's bump that up a little bit. Well, this looks like an ABC here. Are we done? Maybe. Looks like a double down there. Maybe not quite. Didn't quite get it. You'd call it equal lows. Potential sweep. It's potential. Oh, fuck. You could do this 1, 2, 3, ABC, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is clearly we're finishing something here. B. Looks like that's Al. Looks like a wick got through. Is that enough? Pretty much the same thing happening here. Right, when you see a range, mark it out. Okay, where's the midpoint? Here, let's get this one off. Right, we just like we looked at before, right? Low end of the range, even if you, it's better to take that out of log. Bottom third, top third. Right, while we're in this range, buy the low, sell the high. Right now, so what if this is going to carry? If we're going to have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to do this, don't be that guy. I don't care if it does this, right? You're going to have to wait for it to come back, right, before you can go, right? You just can't buy you can't buy that. Well, I shouldn't say that, right? Buy it if you want to. I just think you're going to be sorry you did, right? When looking at this, do you really what? Premium discount, what? Ranging, unsure, right? Is that the low? It could be, right? candidate for the C. 1, 2, 3, 4 could be 1, 2. It's mighty deep on the 2, but it looks like that's a candidate. Maybe. 1, 2. There's the 3. 4. Right. Little retrace. I wouldn't buy this unless we're under this. So what you want is this to complete the 5 and then do this. Then you can buy it for that. But that takes discipline, right? And this it's going to be, oh fuck, what if it goes? Oh shit, I don't want to miss it. If you just did premium discount, if you just force that discipline on yourself, your results are going to be dramatically better. But it's easy to say, right? FOMO is very hard to fight, right? Especially, all the media we digest, right? You saw on Twitter, oh, fucking Nio's going, you read something. It's just, you look at the chart. Where's the discount, right? But what if it does? Let it go. Next trade, right? If it does that, okay. There'll be a new premium discount that you'll be able to work with just over and over and over again. Don't be the guy buying the highs. It's pretty simple. Easy to say, though. Okay, Dr. Alban he's giving an instruction example. Okay, so he's, I don't think that's his chart. Is that his chart? A valid link would contain chart in its address. I'm not sure what he's giving me here. Let me just check this. I think he's just showing Major David how to do it. So I think this is going to be, yeah, so that's, we've already done Bitcoin, right? So he's in the same camp that I am, that we're still seeking the 4 down here. Okay, so I don't know if he was intending. Oh shit, was he intending that? Yeah, I think he is. Okay, right. So let me copy that. Right, we'll just do it one more time and see his view. Right, I don't think his view has changed. Right, the last couple of live streams, same idea. So he's going to go with A, B, C into the W. This is the key piece here, right? This is a 5, right? Because we have it's a true double, right? It's to the tick double. So you could interpret it, because you can go, you see why it's tricky here? Because you could do it this way. You could look at this and go, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? I got the impulse here, but this could be A, B, C, right? And if we went a tick higher, right, it would be easier to say, oh no, it can't be, right? It's an impulse. But the double here is certainly the swing structure implies a 5, just like this one. So if this is an A and this is a B and this is a C, okay, well then we're in sync. It's kind of the same thing here, 1, 2, but you could do it. You could turn it into an ABC if you were determined to do it. But this, I've said this for the last couple of weeks. I've seen incredibly skilled Elliotticians trying to squeeze something impulsive here. I can't. I don't understand. I do not understand. So AB. So we've already got the. Oh, we've already got the. So you're just missing one label here. We've already got that in. A is in. Per this count, right? The way he's counting it, a little dicey in there, but we have to do a diag. So he's already got the overlap accounted for right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not great looking, Elliott. Not his. I mean, just what the chart is giving us. It's kind of tricky, right? I'm kind of guessing at it as well. Where's your 2? That's half the problem. When you go to a 1, you're gonna have to do it here. 3, 4, 5. Doesn't quite work. So 1, 2. You'd have to do it as ABC, 4, ABC, 5, AB. So what's next, right? We're just watching. Where's Al? What's he doing? Right, we're coming down for the B. Get all the bears all excited. Get all the bulls all excited. Right, so you can see, this is how the markets move, right? They're gonna get, we're going. No, one more leg down. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, but right now, as I look at the charts, that would be what the Elliott count is implying as we sit here today at this moment in time, right? All it takes is for this thing to, do something like this, and new ball game. We'd adjust. Different picture if we do that. Right now, why are you assuming that? See, we fill that in our mind's eye because that's what we want to see. Careful of that. You can be totally objective about it. Okay, this is this from this swing to this swing. Okay, we go to the 7. What did we get there? 764. Right. So it's an internal. Think of it this way: is this internal or external? This is an internal retracement. What's this? This is also internal. We're internal from this. So we're just doing internal retracements here. If we go up here, another internal. If we go down here, at some point we're going to sweep one of these lows and get external. We could go here and then be internal to this. Right, then we're going to do some sort of triangle. We could, right? Because we could have the Y could be a triangle. Could be. We do it this way and the 4 ends up. That's actually what my count. I'm starting to lean into that idea. Oh, here. This is over on Binance because I needed the history, right? The only downside of Blowfin is, right, they only have about a year's worth of history. This is starting to look to me like it doesn't matter where it is. It doesn't matter if you're putting the W here or not, because this is still A, B, C into the X. You want to do A, B, C into the W, fine, right? It doesn't matter. You could do A, B, C here. As long as these two, let's just do it this way here to be consistent, right? As long as these two are labeled as 5s, you're fine. Right, these two are 5s, right? So how do we account for that? Doesn't matter if this was down here as an ABC, right? This would still be an A. If it's here, it doesn't matter, right? It's still a C, B, C, A, or C, right? Both of those 5s are covered, right? So it almost doesn't matter what it is. Again, I take you to the weekly, higher probability we're in the 3rd. So A, B, C, D, E into a triangle Y, perfectly valid. What are we going up for, right? So per some of the earlier accounts we looked at, if this is the 1 and this is a 2, again, 2 to the 23, okay, maybe. I wouldn't bet on that, and I'm not betting on that. My guess is we're going to go up for the 5. So where are we here, right? We're going into the end of the year, right? Where's Bitcoin prone to accelerate in the last quarter of the year? We got the election. That insanity, right, is coming. Right? I hope everybody watched that debate last night. Right? You're making a fully informed decision if you watched it. I'm sure everyone in the States watched it. I don't know about the international members, but if you were in the States, I sure hope you watched it. I'm not revealing any of my bias there, other than if you watch that, it should be an easy decision to make. But no matter what is going to happen, right, we're going to have massive volatility as we get to the end of the election, right? Because he's going to contest it doesn't matter unless he wins in a blowout. All they need is for it to be close, right? And then it's going to be contested. So you can almost guarantee that's major uncertainty in the market. They want to get the courts involved, right? So more uncertainty, right? That's going to be volatility for all the markets, right? What's the one thing the markets hate? Uncertainty. So we can anticipate that that's coming. Dr. Alban still giving me, okay, so Malego, I think I'm saying that right. Malega 89. Did you give me the chart here? I think you did. I think this is it. Thanks, Dr. Alban. I hope I didn't mean to discount your work there. Okay, so this is KAS. This is getting some buzz. Oh, this is nice work here. Malega, if I'm saying that right, Malega 89. 33333, right? So we get a nice fat diag into a 1. Shit, I don't know. I need to do anything here. A, B. What are we thinking here? So we're going to go. Well, I'm not sure what your thought process is here. If we're going to go, if we're going 3 into the B and then we're going to go 3 into the C here, I think more likely here you'd be thinking 1, 2. If this is a B and we're going to finish the C, we'd be looking for a 5. If you either, yeah. So unless I think that's a little something here to consider. Oh shit, I can't draw on this, but okay. So I see your thinking here that there's no separation here on a daily, right? It's just a waterfall. Okay, 3 into the B. Well, if we're going to go even if it's a 3, you'd still be thinking 5 here, not 3. Unless you were thinking WXY, then you're looking for a 3. You still need A, B, C. You still need a 5 in the C. Or, okay, right, we could have, if it's a C, you need a 5. If we were going to try and go WX, we could have, again, a triangle or something else. But it looks to me like this is AB12, not AB, right? If we're coming down here for the golden. For KAS, let me, oh, there's this one here I've been watching. KAS, USDT, can I get them on Blowfin? All right, try and use our sponsor where I can. Yes, I can. All right, so let's go to a hourly, see what I've got here. Let's try the 4. Okay, so this is where he peaks as 1. The 2 here, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah, our pivot is the high. All right, so here's the 1. Okay. It is ugly, no doubt. Okay, so where's Al, right? The first question for me always is, where's Al? Where is he? Let's just get a golden zone on there. There he is. Right, he's always going to be in here, right? It's just finding him. Where is he? Okay, well, there's pretty good. Now, we didn't get to the pivot. We didn't get to the target. Is he here? Wicks. And, well, this is mitigated here. So this, it didn't need to come back here. Oh, pardon me. Let's see. We got this right here. So this just tapped the edge of it. So all this is mitigated now. That's a little shy of the 50. It won't always make the 50, but that's pretty damn close. Okay, so if this is high to low for the 1, this is per his count, which I like until we get to this spot here where I think he just got a little off. So the thought would be, okay, I got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's kind of big there. 1, 2. Now, what could change this? Well, this could change easily, right? It cannot be a 2 if we go past that pivot. Excuse me. So you have very clear invalidation of this count. If we break this by a tick, it can't be a 2. Right? So a B, right, can be a B, but it just can't be a 2. So you have a very clear risk reward here. You can take this right here. Stop is 1 tick above that high. And if you're looking for a 3, I mean, you could use the golden here just right there. There's 5 to 1. That's just the kind of trade you look for. It's like that's just what you're looking for. If you can find it, right? Something to where, okay, well, if it breaks that, it cannot be this. So it must be that. I kind of focus on this every week to try and get you guys. I know it's so easy to go, oh, Elliott Wave, that's so old, last century, blah, 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 right? You know, everybody wants to draw lines and fucking unicorns and turtle soups and just, okay, right? Fine. I'm not saying don't use that. I'm just saying don't. When the Elliott is staring you in the face, don't ignore it just because I don't trade Elliott Wave. That's bullshit. That's for my grandfather. I'm not saying you have to use it, but where it's useful, there's nothing better. Sorry, ICT, nothing better. I know he would fucking cringe if he heard that, but he's kind of a douchebag anyway. Okay, so let me keep going here. So there's Malago, right? I think that's the only adjustment I would make there at Malago is that consider this as a 1, 2, and we're going for the 3, 4 finish down here. Nice looking short though, right? So I think we're both thinking the same thing. You just had A, B. But remember, a B can go higher, right? Per the way you did it here, as if it's going to be a B here, that can go higher, right? You can have an expanded B. There's something to consider, right? Just thought. That's what you want, right? So it's a great time to sell it, right? Risk reward is spectacular. Nice setup. Thanks for sharing that. Okay. I think I got a couple from him. So I got that one. I got one more. AAVE. Okay. Copy link. Let's see what he's got here. Okay, AAVE, kind of the same thing. He's working. So a lot of the alts, right? Looks like they're kind of mighty bumpy getting into a 1. So let's go. Oh, shit. Where'd it go here? Let's go here. I'm going to do it where. Let's leave that. Let's leave that. Oh, I got this twice. This is so AAVE. He's looking at going into a 1. Let's see if I do this. What happens here? AAVE. AAVE. Let's get AAVE over here. Okay. Oh, there's AAVE on Binance. Let's see if we can get it on Blowfin. There we go. Right, so I get less history. That's the downside. Right, because as I've said a couple of times, they just made hit, right, which is a big get, right, to get to where you can get on TradingView. Right, it's not cheap. No, but I might have to. I can't get enough history, right? That's the only downside. So let's open that up. Oh, right. So you can trade it on Blowfin, but analysis, if you want more time, you might have to go to something else. Okay, so let me get this out of here. Right, so let's free that up a little bit. Okay, so what are we doing here? This looks like a bumpy into that low. Let's see here. This is kind of a sloppy, choppy mess, right? So that's overlapped. So the thought of going 1, 2. Do we have an ABC here? Well, you can look at this, right? Just your mind's eye, right? We would likely see 5 swings here, right? We can see that. Can we get that into the right structure here? Okay, right. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Right, so we can see breaks of structure, right? So the market structure, again, you can't trade Elliott Wave without trading market structure, right? Don't get confused there, right? Elliott Wave is the OG of market structure, right? You can't do one without the other, right? You can trade market structure without using Elliott Wave, but if you're using Elliott Wave, you are using market structure, dumbass. I don't mean to say that. I shouldn't say it that way. Okay, so let's go 1, 2. Let's just label this up. 1, 2. That's not intended to anyone watching here. Those are the people that shit post on a lot of our vids. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doing it as some sort of a diag. I don't really think it matters too much here. Right? So this is internal liquidity being grabbed down here. Let's see how we went. Wick. They tapped into this a little bit, just like the others, right? They didn't quite mitigate here, but looks like the algo kicked them out of there. Well, let's think about it. Okay, how would we label that, right? This looks like 1, 2, going on 3, 4, 5. Let's get those up a degree or 2 or 3 or 4. Let's get that and put it in white. Okay, 1. Pick your poison, right? WXY, that's fine. Ooh, that's a rough wick there. Looks like you'd have to do 2 there. Oof. You've got the impulse. 1, 2. Looks like we're working on 3, 4, 5 there of the internal. 1. Oh, that's a harsh 2. But I am on a daily. So, oops. Subdivision there is probably good. Oh, fuck, something in there would give it a 3. Did we overlap there? Maybe we did. We did. Well, you might have to do it here because of the overlap. Heading up for that 5. That's not going to be 3. All right, so that's actually pretty bullish. So again, this is just the advantage of Elliott Wave, right? If that completes here, unless we have some massive push here, very low probability that this is going to be anything other than the one of the 3, right? I make the assumption that you follow what I mean there, how that's such a massive advantage to you if you're applying Elliott Wave here. If this is, again, anything's possible. But if this goes up here and does this, okay, maybe you're thinking, oh, fuck, well, all right, so it's a weird formation here, but I got a big ripping runner in the fifth, so maybe it could be the third. But right now, as we sit here, what's about to happen? What is about to happen here, right here? Right, we've just swept liquidity twice. You got both of the liquidities here. Well, this one just swept, but that's also break. Well, we haven't closed above, right? Let's see where we close, right? It has to close above, right? So otherwise, it's just liquidity grab. And again, another. Let's see here. Let's push this up. Mine up right on it. Right now, that just looks like a liquidity grab. Right? It's not hard to spot that. It's the same thing here. This actually was a break of structure, right? That's a break of structure because we close above, right? This is just liquidity. This is, sorry people, right? Oh, that's a shame, right? What happened to you? Oh, that's a shame. So maybe this is 1, 2, let's go down to a 4. Can we label it, right? What's the obvious thing to see? Looks like that's 3, right? Again, it's not rocket science. Okay, is there a 5 in there? Has it overlapped the 1, right? This is just not that hard, right? Can we do the subdivision here? Okay, my 5-year-old could do that. I don't have a 5-year-old, but if I had a 5-year-old, what do I have? I have a 26 and a 28-year-old. But if I had a 5-year-old, I could show him that. He'd go, ah, there's the 5. I see it, Daddy. Not to be silly, but come on. How far did it go? Didn't quite get there, right? Second most common. Could kick. It's a little skinny on the 2. But I would not go 1, 2. So you're going to deal with it. Right? Okay, well, I got a little shitty 1, 2 in here. But there's the internal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 3. There's the 4. Come on, it's just not that hard. Let's take this down a degree. Now that 1 starts to look a little bit better, right? We get a little 1 here. 2, this is a shitty 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 3, 4. Good. Okay, so where are we? What are we looking for? Right? If this is the 2, and if did I say if that's completed here, where are we looking for the 4? Well, oh, look here, we can grab some internal liquidity. There's unmitigated order flow sitting right here. Oh, hello. Oops. Maybe there's a 4 in here. See, when I get it like this, I get nice tight channeling, right? That's what I'm looking for. I want to see that nice tight channeling. So I've got all the ingredients here of a completed impulse with divergence at the top. MACD's crossed over. I've got now what's the alternate here, right? Would be even more bullish. 1, 2, 1, 2. So how would we determine that? Well, how deep does this retracement go? Could this be the 5 going in here relative to this? Yeah, it sure could be. Let's go up. Right, sure could be. 3, 4. But you know, are we anticipating a rip-roaring blowout here? Okay, it's possible. Now pull the whole thing back, right? Well, all right, so now we can put some context here. If this is 1, 2, 3, 4, are we, it's not that that's not possible, is that probable? What's the last thing we dinged, right? Coming out of this, where's the target? Can we do this? Why not? This would be working on the 3. 1, 2, 3. Maybe we do it over here. 4. Going up for the 5. We'd get the algo target. You'd be back here looking, oh, look at that. Isn't that amazing? We came right from the golden. Same thing. As long as we stay in that channel here, the odds are we're in the middle of completing an impulse here. But is it the 3 or the 1 of the 3? High class problem if you're a bull. 1, 2. Well, either way, what would you anticipate next? If this completes up here, you're looking for a retrace down to here. 1, 2. Monster leg still to come. Right? It's all kind of setting up here. Although you want... All right, so you can see if crypto is going to do this, we go up here for the 5. Now we're into the November election craziness. And we go. Right? It's going to be a shit show. Don't think it's not. It's going to be. Okay. Malaga, I think I got everybody. I got your first one, your second one. I think I got it. Okay. Attila the Killer driving to airport to grab the mother-in-law. Oh man, I feel you. Okay, so I'm sure she's a great lady. Okay, so let's get FTM up here. So he wants FTM. FTM to the dollar tether. Let's see if I can get Blowfin on there. Oh, where'd you go? Well, let's do the tether. See if I've got enough here. Okay, so let's go. All right, I probably got enough here. Lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low. Oh, didn't quite make it. Just missed. Let's put that liquidity. How are we doing over here? God, it's so hard for me to look at this and then look at the chat. I forget to look at the chat. David S. I posted. I see it as a double 1, 2. Okay, is that must be Major David? Yeah, I like your work a lot. Oh, I see it, Major David. I see it. I see what you just posted. Yeah, I really like your work. Right, you're doing a great job. Okay, so what happened here? One, 2. That's kind of bumpy. Yeah. Did you give me its bottom potentially with an inverted head and shoulders going for wave 3? All right, so he's thinking this is one shoulder, and here this is just an easier way to do it. Looks like rather than getting the curve tool. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. That would imply right a pretty big rip, right? We could probably just use the wave 3 target up here. If that's indeed right what we have here. Well, let's see. Let's bring this over here. What has not been tapped? That's just got a little wick in it. Well, it's kind of hard to call that. If we go down, there's not really a clean count in there. It looks like you'd have 1, 2 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I get an? I might be able to get it there. Oh, it's not going to be long enough. Let's just double check this here. But before you commit to it, let's come out of log. Right, longer is longer, right? So just be careful. Like, oh shit, it's not long enough. If you're in log, it doesn't matter, right? Longer is longer. So take it out of log. Right, okay, so we're long enough. But it would be a diag, right? So, although with the new rules, right, 3 doesn't need to be the longest in a diag. All right, so, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Does that fly? You'd have to do A, B, C here. You'd have to A, B, C. Oh, fuck, I don't know that it matters. A, B, C. A, B, C. So can we get a 1, 2 there? 1, 2. Well, here's what I don't want to do. Put the 4 here, but definitely not. I might do it here. See if that's long enough. That could be a B. Let's see. Oh, fuck me. Come here. Don't love that. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's see. I might have to do it here. Because it looks like I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's label it. This looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to take that down. Let's go yellow because it stands out. Okay, now I would prefer if this were in log scale, I could make that look better, but we stuck with that. Don't like it. Whether it's here, it almost doesn't matter, right? So we got a 1, 2. This is a pretty good 3, 4. I got to deal with that. That looks actually good there. Boy, that's a disappointing swing right there. Essentially, it's just, so what, every pivot, what happens? Liquidity is grabbed. This is classic. Here's a great example. You know, absolutely know without any doubt in your mind that somebody bought it there. Oh, look, I'm applying Elliott Wave here. Look, at least that 5 is going to go. Well, you're still buying the high. You're still buying the high, making yourself vulnerable to exactly what happened. Don't put yourself in that position. Is that a clean 5th? Not really. But I'd much rather, look how deep we go. Or just playing the odds. Where do they usually go? You think that's random? I can't make this up every week. Where do they usually go? That's why you never bring up a chart and don't go, where's Al? Where is he? What did he do last? Or you'll sell or buy right into him. It happens every day, tens of thousands of times. This looks like I'm complete here. Looks like I've got a 1, 2. It's not great. So this is not ideal, but I don't see an alternate that I like better. Here's what I'm definitely not doing, putting the 4 over here. Just not going to do it, right? I'd rather have a shitty impulse with a weak little baby 5 than put the 4 over here because they're not related. This is correcting. This is the impulse. This is the correction. This is the next impulse. That's not rocket science. That's not that hard to figure out. Here's a swing. Here's an internal retracement. Where's the stop? Algo. Boom. Where's the target? Okay, if we go up there, is that going to be the 3? Probably not. Could it be? Well, fuck, anything's possible. Is it likely? Is it likely, right? That's all we get is probabilities. Is it likely to be the 3? I know, that's not great. Elliott Wave's not perfect. Don't expect it to be perfect, right? I have to remind people that. But it's not a perfect fucking fit. Okay, what you were expecting perfect? Here's what's perfect. Algos, software is perfect. This, not so. What would you think here now? Right? If you had to label it, wouldn't you anticipate that? If you had to, gun to your head, well, fuck, okay, you got to call it something. What are you going to call that? Probably a 1. What happened here? Right, little mitigation. You probably do it up here as well. Although, didn't really need it because this tapped it, right? So you actually, that's a bad call on my part, right? This gets tagged here and this gets broken here. So you're not working with any unmitigated territory up here. This has all been mitigated. So this could go higher, right? This could be 3, 4, and there's more legs in that. Let's go to a 30. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This could be 1, 2, 3, 4. There could be another leg in that. High class problem. What are you absolutely positively out of your mind if you're doing? Buying it. Why would you buy it up here? Why would you do that? Why? Only one reason. FOMO. That's the only reason anyone in their right mind would buy it. Or it's, oh fuck, I thought it was going to go. Well shit, man, look what he just did. I mean, I can't sell that. That's why trading is so hard. You have to do the opposite of what your natural emotion is telling you. No, fuck, man, look at that thing go straight up. I can't buy that. As soon as you think that, that's connect that you're doing exactly what market makers and software and those that wrote the software want you to think. Oh fuck, I can't sell that. Exactly what they want. I can't sell that. I got to buy it. Sweep the highs. Oh, I was right. I knew I was right. Back down they go. That's how it goes. by the tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands every day. So we've just, we haven't swept, although you might call this a little sweep of liquidity. We've mitigated this whole section up here, right? Internal, where's the internal liquidity? That's where I'd look. If I buy it down here, am I buying in the discount of the premium? You know, again, not to insult your intelligence, but you know, you got to put this in front of people's face so they go, oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, no, I don't want to buy it up there. It doesn't matter how many times I say it, there will be somebody buying it up there. Just no one here. Oh, here's David giving me his updated count. So let me see what he's thinking. Let's see if I get this. Okay, so he's going with, okay, I see it. So he's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, right? I mean, it's certainly valid, right? The question is, what are we doing here? So, you know, we can agree to disagree. It's a high-class problem. If the low is in, we're going massively higher. If it's 3, 4, 5, well, the deeper correction. You can kind of think of that as well, right? If you try and, let me get your, this is with detail, right? Again, he's very skilled, right? So I'm not discounting this. It would be shallow, right, to only do it. So he's, where are you pulling that 618 from? Well, if it's complete, you got to be pulling from here. So 1, 2. Oh, I see. So you, okay, I got you. You're going 1, 2, 1, 2 from this pivot as opposed to 1 pulling from here for the 2. Okay, now I follow your thinking, David. He's, oh shit, I can't. Let's see. So he's going. Let's see. So let me replicate his count again, because again he's quite skilled. So let's consider it. Okay. So what he's suggesting here. Let's pull this off. Now, as noted here, I'm being very influenced by the weekly, but this is perfectly valid. Okay, so these would all be up here. So the 1, 2 is still good. So this all is still higher to come. So he's completing the impulse here. So let's follow his. Oh, what the fuck? I don't know that it matters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So this would. Oh, you could do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a. The 2 is ridiculous. I know. Oh, or you could do it here. It almost doesn't matter, right? It's just there's not much of a 2. So that's a 1. So this is how he's counting it here, which I like, right? It's, again, when it's where we can't say with certainty, right? Because there's a bit of subjectivity in here, just how you're reading this. I like the creative thinking here. That what's the obvious, and then okay, what's not so obvious? Let's go to here and put that in here. I'll use yellow. All right, 1. This would be 2, right? So we'd be pulling from this as a completed 1. So we'd be looking for it down here. So if we take the triangle idea out and we're coming down here, I'd want to see it at least come to this unmitigated zone right here. Come here. Right, so if we're coming down here, then that's great call, right? I actually like this count. So the next question is, okay, what if this is A, B, 1, what are we doing here? So this would need to be coming down here. This is certainly corrective, so whatever's happening here, right, something like that may be, right? And then we'd lose the triangle. Now, we're trying to predict a triangle until you have the D. It's always an educated guesstimate, right? Could it be a triangle? Well, it would fit the WXY thinking, right? We could finish with that triangle. But if it doesn't, right, if we roll over here and we come down here hard, that would eliminate the idea of the triangle. This pivot would have to hold. So it's a nice alternate. It's actually quite good. Into a 2. It would still complete, and then this would be A, B, C into the 2. Here of the Y. Oops. Right? Very creative thinking. I like your thinking, David. Very nice. 1, 2. This is a little fucked, but 3, 4. Okay, the 1. When I first looked at it, David, I thought you were thinking 1, 2, and you were trying to pull it from here, like we completed the 1 up there. I like this much better. Very good. I'm glad you clarified that and posted those. Well done. Very nice. Very skilled. All right, so keep this in the rotation, right? This would be a high-class problem. Okay, so think for a second now how bullish this is. If this is 1, 2, 1, 2, this 1, 2, that third, it's bull porn. And again, if you think we're giving you bull porn, go look at Michael Saylor's last couple of interviews. Where I think he was going for 7% of the world reserves of gold for Bitcoin, which takes it to 13 million a coin. I'll be happy at $1 million a coin. I'll be retired, but I'll be certainly plenty happy. Right? I like the thinking there. Okay, so that's great stuff here. Okay, did I get everybody? I think I did. How are we doing on time? Holy shit, I'm finished early. Well, I guess I could take a request or two if anybody had one. Oh, wait a second. Let me see how I'm doing if these guys got my got our contest done. Okay, so here we go. All right, hang on. All right, here it is. Okay, so members, you'll find this. So first, anybody who's watching, listening, or if it's after the fact, you can always join our Discord, right? Everybody, I mean, is there anybody who doesn't have a free Discord? You can come into our Discord for free, get access to this. In fact, you could be watching this, go, oh, you know what? I wanted to see Solana. Post your chart, right? You don't have to be a part of the paid Discord to post charts, right? We want to help anyone. So that's always one thing, just to remind you, you don't have to be a paid member to post for these live streams. Post away, right? If you want something to get some feedback on. So members, you'll know this, right? Paid members, of course, you'll get all access to this. But this applies to paid or free members as well. So let me get the... Oh, shit. This is a lot. Okay, so let me get through two of these here. So here's the... Get this up for you guys. Okay, so the prize categories, best P&L. So for number one, let me get the full thing up here. Hang with me, guys. This is a lot to... I'll show you here. Okay, so this is right in our announcement section. You won't be able to miss it. Let's see. So if I do this, can you see this? Oh, you may not be able to. Oh, fuck. Well, here's the Blowfin link, right? Yes, we do make a commission, right? So full disclosure, right? We do get compensated if you use that link and you trade there. We get compensated, right? So let's not have there be any mystery about that. But it's to encourage you to do that, right? So if you want to get involved in this challenge, so you would fund your account here, post your P&L here, and post your P&L on Twitter. I guess we're going to post the P&Ls on Twitter. Best P&L, and then we got a couple of different prizes here. Let me get to the shit. Here's our prize. So best P&L, $200, and a pro membership for 3 months. That's the paid Discord, so you have access to everything in the Discord. So we got 1, 2, and 3 random participants are going to get $50 and a pro membership for a month. All right. So the idea is we just want to encourage you to post your success, apply what we're teaching. We'd like you to do it on Blowfin, right? Again, they sponsor us, so we want to encourage you to trade there. Nice little promo. And I'll put I'll put that Blowfin link, right? Again, if you're happy at your exchange, well, may not be suited. Maybe you want to diversify a little bit. They've got 140 pairs, something like that. They're an up-and-comer, right? And they're on TradingView, so you can see what we're doing. Okay, so that's in our announcements. So that's kind of a nice little fun thing that we're doing here, right? Trying to give people some cred for having some success. All right, so I think we got, okay, so what do I got here? I've got room. Let me bring this over here. David posted, hey guys, good to see you. That's Emil, seeing solid. Okay, so I could take, since I've got the trading challenge covered, right? So the best thing to do would be to come into our Discord and read all the shit in there. Anybody listening have a request? I'd be happy to take it while I've got 10 minutes. If anybody wanted to post an asset they're interested in, right, just do it in the chat. Otherwise, we'll end early. Not with me. Wait, unless I've got something over here new. Full balls, pretty much. I like it, David. Anybody? Right, going. Any chat people? Clint, come on, Clint, give me a post. Clint's a student, right? Oh, there we go, Jonathan. Okay, there we go. OM USDT. Okay, so let's see what we got for OM USDT. Let me get that off of there. I like your thinking there, David. Okay, so OM. Anyone not paying attention right here? Just this is one I'm in and tracking. Jasmy coin. Nice Elliott. Another, just like as David had implied, 1 2 1 2. Whoa, 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 whoa. Heads up per Jasmy. All right, I get distracted here. So let me come over here. So I've got OM USDT. So a couple of requests. Thanks for posting. USDT. Can I do it on Blowfin? I can. Trade Devil, can you review Yep. Dr. Alban, I'll get that. Okay, so, oh shit, what have I got? Let's get, oh, what's on here? You make color change, and oh, this is fine. Okay, so, oh, I got a 30-minute. That's half the problem, right? Okay. Oh shit, what do we got? OM, is this what you wanted, right? OM, USDT, all right. Oh, they're over here. Okay, so there's the daily. Let's go to an 8. Get a little subdivision here. Well, that's a fuck you right there. Anyone who bought that. That almost, I hate to even include that. Yeah, truth, I'm inclined to do it this way here. Well, let's check a couple of things, right? So did the algos use it? Right. If they did, they blew it out. So even from here, you got blowouts galore. So you got kind of a choppy shit show here. What's the first thing you see here? Shouldn't be too hard to spot the range, which implies, okay, we don't want to. Oh shit, I can't squeeze it. Not just as we've done a couple of times, right? Low quarter, upper quarter. Guarantee somebody's going to buy that. Somebody's going to buy it. What will that be? It's going to be break a structure if it closes above. How'd that work out here? Here. Here. See it over and over again? Same shit over and over and over again. Here. This is naked. So just, again, if you just disciplined yourself to only buy in the discount, sell in the premium, I promise you your results are going to get a whole lot better. Well, okay, so what I don't even care. It just won. I don't know, somewhere down here. I'm not going to squabble about what this is. Let's put it in log, see if we get a better look at it. I'm not going to go 1 2. You almost have to do this, right? Go, okay, what 1 2 1 2 3 4. All right, so that's just people getting liquidated. I wouldn't squabble over it, right? Whatever it is, we're sideways. There's not really a clean, obvious count here. Okay, that's the lowest low. WXY 1 2. Until it gets out of here, this is kind of a floater, right? Whatever we're doing here, the one thing that I can say with absolute certainty is I can only say this: I would never buy that. I don't care how high it goes. If it goes up here, I don't care, right? Because at some point, right, it's going to come back down here. I do not care, right? But I guarantee there are going to be buyers there. You got a little. Oh, let's see. Do I have a fair value gap on this? Yeah, I do. Okay, so regular. Let's put those in blue or something like that. I don't have any here. That's surprising. I've only got one down here. All of this is tight. Let's go to a 4. There's one right there. I thought I saw one there. Okay, so What are we doing here? Right? Are we going for liquidity as we sweep these highs? We sweep these lows. You can't play in here. You got to wait for it to get out of this range. I mean, the only alternate. Well, if you're thinking of taking a trade, where's your better risk reward? Right? It's almost. I don't mean to insult your intelligence, right? Where's the better? I know it's too stupid to even carry that forward, right? Obviously, right? But I can't sell it, man. It's going up. I can't buy it. It's going down. I got to wait till it breaks the high, then it'll be safe to buy it. How'd that work out? You got to wait here. So there's no that's kind of a dog, right? Jonathan, you got to wait on that. And then I got GS, XRP. Oh fuck, XRP. Oh fuck. Let's take a look at it. XRP. I've got it somewhere, but oh, hang on a second. Is it over here? Looks kind of like this. Another one here, heads up here, just as I'm spinning through my stuff here, Riot Platforms, right? You guys seeing that? 5 up. It's funky. It's probably a WXY right into golden. You note here the target from up here splits the golden. Just a little extra bonus, right? The Riot, right? I bought a shitload of it. Not that you should buy it because I bought it, but you can see why I bought it, right? Shouldn't be hard to follow. Okay, what else do I have here? I've got, oh, there's XRP right there. I knew I had it in here. Okay, so there's a 3-day. Some people don't like this count. I'm very long here, for full disclosure. I'm not trying to pump my own book. I'm just saying. You could see why. Is there any confusion as to why I would be long there? Where's the highest probability location for a wave 4? A little funky with a triangle. 1, 2. We're not going to call that a correction. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's up there. 24 bucks. Shit, most people say $8 would be an unbelievable success. I've been buying this for a while, right? So it's been a long, painful wait for that to go anywhere. But if you're trading with money that you don't mind parking there, when did we do this? January 19? No, pardon me, 18? Yeah, 19. That's been a long wait. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Right, we're going to get clarity. And I would say, well, even if you did it this way. That would get you to there's $4. You get a big rip. Maybe you don't get. That's maybe overly optimistic. It's not $7, $8. I would guess most of you, if you're in it, are long from 50s, 60s. Some of you. I think I got everybody. Again, if you can park money there, it's been a long squeeze. Look at the contraction of volatility. Now, again, here, this is a little bit, okay, based on the way this is labeled and counted, right, your expectation is we do this. But certainly nothing says we couldn't do this. How would we do that, right? You can almost see it here. You'd say, oh, God, well, the 2 to the 4. Okay, well, it's not like we've never seen that before. 1, 2. Well, so let's go A, B, 1, 2, and we could be way down here. We could be, right? So even though, right, just be careful about, okay, is there an alternate here that might be staring me in the face, right? Because you don't want to think, oh, well, it can't possibly go down. Whether you're applying Elliott Wave or not, right? Nobody knows. But if I had to bet, which I did, that looks pretty solid. Why not, right? Why not put? See, you got to look at it that way, right? I mean, if you're a believer in crypto, right? Maybe you hate XRP. I don't know, right? It's been a dog for a long fucking time. With 5 years going sideways. But the potential is there. All right, if you've done a bank wire recently, you know why XRP has that potential. But all it takes is the government to fuck around again, depending on who the government is. Oh, but Trump's so crypto friendly. Trump's just a whore. He'll hoard anybody who thinks will vote for him. Oh, I'm going to make crypto the foundation of the U.S. economy if you just vote for me. Just a whore. Oh God, I'm letting my political bias leak out. Sorry, I'm not supposed to do that. A little too late, I guess. Okay, what do I got there? Holy Life, what am I doing on time? Holy Life, I think we're out of time. XR. Oh, that's well. Just out of curiosity, he's putting up XRP to Bitcoin. That's kind of interesting. Let's do that. Oh shit. I don't know, Holy. That doesn't look so good. Well, let's see. What did he give me? What did you give me? What's your time frame? His is a white screen. He gave me a, oh fuck, what is that? That's a daily. Yeah. Pardon, I said Holy. It's Holly Life. I keep looking at it and seeing Holy. Jesus, it's well, if anything. Well, the only, so you know, as the old saying goes, right? What's the only reason to buy an alt, right? Against Bitcoin, right? Is to accumulate more Bitcoin. So if you were thinking, okay, well, I want to buy down here, okay, well, you're buying at a discount. And as he's, I think, got this labeled, right? If you're applying Elliott Wave here, can we put a, right, it's not too hard to spot this. Oh, right, that's not too hard. All right, so some sort of a 5 came out of the chute at the low here. What do we anticipate, right? It's very mechanical, right? We can do this over and over again, same thing, right? That's our edge, right? As you hear me say that every week. What is your edge in the market? If you can't describe it, right, you don't have one, right? We have a very specific approach to the market, and we do. You see this week. I've been doing this for almost 6 years now. Same thing, every time, right? That's our edge. So we want to be a buyer down here. I mean, that's not how I would play it, but it's certainly perfectly valid. Come down here, right? Can I get some more Bitcoin relative to that? Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. As always, right? I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. All the regs, I appreciate you guys being here. I hope you learned something. Right? I know it's always a weird thing to talk to you by yourself for 2 hours. It's always a little weird. So I appreciate the interaction. I appreciate all the guys that posted. Dr. Alban, hang on to sushi. I'll get that. It was kind of a dog last we looked at it. I'll look at that next week. I know we've got it. Here's another one to keep an eye on, just real quick in passing right here. SEI. We're right in a little algo box here. I've been kind of watching this one, right? So golden zone 50, like golden zone to the tick, 50 to the tick, double golden zone. Do you think the algo's in here? This is one to keep an eye on, right? That's on a 4 hours, right? So I should be on Blowfin, sorry, but I don't think they had the history. So look how we algo. It's not why it moves, it's how it moves. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap it there. You guys have a great day. Let's see, I'm back on, what is today? Wednesday. I'm back on Friday. We'll update on Bitcoin and we'll look at a few other things. Okay, guys, have a great day. I appreciate you